But
That's violent.
getting back to the new one coming out, #3, it deals with the comic book code, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the rise of that and the whole trials that Wayne Gaines, well, the whole Senate subcommittee, whoever's seen if comic books were contributing to juvenile delinquency, which they found out they weren't. But still, the comic code.
I know.
Crazy.
Why did I sell those hobos apart? It wasn't comics driving me to it.
Yes.
Wait, no one's filming this, right?
Well, you read Hobo Burner as well. That's one of my favorite heroes.
Because that was the sequel to Wonder Man.
Yeah, no one ripped. Yeah, exactly.
And the plan at this point is to bring the story through the current day, I assume, right? Or is there a point?
You mean this exact moment as we're sitting here?
The end.
Oh, man.
The end question mark.
And comics reached their apex when there was a talk show.
Yes, and we'll give up on the comics. It'll be a photo.
I really like this.
We have several cameramen in the crowd tonight, so maybe we can just think. That's how these cameras work.
Alright, so check out Comic Book Comics. We're going to move on with our first section, which we like to call the Stack.
Yeah!
First thing that we're going to talk about today, and I have to warn you guys, it's in a bag and board. Normally we make fun of Pete for this. However, this is the one comic Pete has ever bought that is ever going to be worth anything.
Wait, how many copies are there of that?
Millions.
Yeah.
But this is Amazing Spider-Man crosses over with our new president, Barack Obama. What you guys?
I can't wait for part 2 on CNN, where we get to see the real.
Oh, it's great. Where Spider-Man is on Larry King.
Yeah, exactly. Gritty shit.
Yeah. What'd you guys think about this issue as an issue? Thank you. That is our third guest. Did you guys get a chance to read this at all?
Not.
No, I'm scared by his thumbnail.
He's going to poke Spidey in the head.
That's for cocaine.
I was really,
Don't let that quote get out.
I was really surprised that the Obama story was the second story. I expected to open this up and immediately see the Obama story because it got so much hype. Not the case. It was the back story.
Yeah, the Obama thing's like a 4-page thing where Spider-Man happens to be in D.C. Taking pictures.
He's always in the right place at the right time.
Wait, why is Spider-Man DC Comics taking pictures? Wait, can I open this and read them?
Pete is very nervous about.
Do you like your head being on your shoulder?
I'll rub it on my face.
The information will osmosis.
It's not much of a story.
Turns out the Chameleon is impersonating Obama, and Obama team up.
And here's how Spider-Man solves the mystery. Spider-Man solves the mystery by asking the Chameleon, what team were you on in college, Barack Obama? And Barack Obama, of course, knows what team he was on, but the Chameleon doesn't know what basketball is.
Yeah. It's a rather hastily written story. Like really the first thing that maybe came in their head. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've written the Chameleon. Do you think the Chameleon knows what basketball is?
Yes, I do think the Chameleon knows what basketball is. I mean, I think he's supposed to be Russian, right? There's some fairly famous Russian men here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they retconned the knowledge of basketball.
Maybe he was just put on the spot. Maybe he's one of these people that didn't test ball. I mean, my SAT scores were terrible. Maybe that's just what it is. He got flummoxed.
That's my problem.
That's probably it.
That's your problem.
I don't test
I
well.
would say the main story I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
A lot.
In it, Peter Parker goes on kind of a date. It's a big date issue.
Oh, great! That's what I want to read in Spider-Man.
Not with Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I think it's dying down.
Yeah, it's like Amazing Spider-Man. No, you should not. It's Amazing Date-a-thon.
Nice one.
It's another Tesco.
It's like I don't want to read a whole issue.
He's single.
Yeah, but I don't want to read a whole issue about him speed dating.
It's 1 or 2 pages, and let him date. All right, he's got to move on. She's gone somewhere.
Does this go off? It's like, wait a minute, this is a
They
dude.
actually have a very funny joke. He's on
Is that in there?
He's on a speed date.
Wait, she's crazy. That would be a really useful use of Spider-Man. Wait a minute, she's going to stab me in 6
There's
years.
a girl at the table with really gigantic fake boobs, and his spidey sense is going on.
To be fair, they never say the boobs are fake.
Well, yes, he was alone, he's like, that might be a
It's not
health
called.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. That woman is retaining too much water.
I enjoyed the issue.
I'm
I
a
don't think it's
wrestler,
really
got it.
necessary. It's not really necessary for anybody except for collectors, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely
sorry?
say don't pick it up.
Well, I mean, it's following through on all the themes. I mean, the issue will mean something, I think, eventually. But
Yeah, I think so. It's a nice intro for all the people that are picking it up because of the Obama cut.
yeah. It's amazing it got so much press, especially Savage Dragon just did an Obama cover, and no one cared. and then Spider-Man does, and everyone goes crazy. The media wise.
Well, that's because people like Spider.
And there was a whole
I would
Obama
say no
cover.
one cared about it.
Savage Dragon.
Do your
I'm
parents know who
overstating.
the Savage Dragon is?
What's that?
Do your parents know who the Savage Dragon is?
Let me check. No.
How did you
There's your
check?
answer.
Well, this isn't the end of it.
Spider Sense.
Brock Obama's going to be in Young Blood, and he's also going to be a major character in Thunderbolts at the same time. So, is this too
My
much?
dad's really
So
waiting
he's
for that
gonna be-
Thunderbolts. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is it too much though? Is it too much Barack Obama?
Well, I think it's
I'm not good at this.
He's like, you mean the meteorological phenomenon?
Barack Obama. I think it's just everyone. I mean, people are crazy about Obama, and so this is just people being like, people like this. It's like a skateboarding's popular.
So you know he's on the cover of like The Walking Dead has probably gone a little too
Yeah. If he shows up alive, I'm like, we gotta stop these zombies.
They find like a whole like sign
Yeah.
saying, we gotta stop the zombies.
Good ideas. So pick up this issue or not?
No.
You can't print because it's mostly sold out,
Nice.
Well, yeah, there's a second printing coming out this week. So.
and a third.
Cool. All right, let's move on to talk about Final Crisis number 6, which was the other big issue of the week. You can actually tear this in half if you like. The big deal about this actually was, spoiler, Batman dies in the end, but nobody actually cared about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
uncovered.
It was tons of press about the Marvel Obama Spider-Man. Batman dies and nobody.
Here's the thing. I think next issue they're gonna reveal that Obama died in Batman's suit.
And he is Batman.
Big
Wow. Wow.
How many times
That
does that
make a lot
make
of
it
sense.
for Batman?
Yeah.
But,
Well,
How many times has he died at this point?
15.
Well, that's the thing though, is that they had an entire storyline in Batman called Batman R.I.P. and
Which
strangely
he
enough,
didn't die in.
Right. People, that's what the mainstream media covered. was Batman.
yeah, exactly. This,
But he didn't know.
Yeah, which is
this
upsetting.
issue makes, well, no, okay, all right. Well, I was about to say it makes no sense, but I think we've determined that it's not, that this doesn't make any sense. It's just poorly written.
Well, it's just, I think the major problem with this is that Grant Morrison wrote backwards from the end. And so he teased out the details in such a way where we're not going to know what the beginning meant until we finish. And so, because I feel like it's starting to really come together and the ideas are all converging. But because of the way he wrote it, it only makes sense to people that have read the end first. So it kind of
Which is
sucks.
only Grant Morrison.
Right.
So
and his,
this is the audience for this comic book is Grant Morrison.
and his magic cult that he lives with. Spoilers.
I was just a little upset that we did a whole Batman R.I.P. thing where it was completely side note that really had nothing to do with Batman's death. Then, Final Crisis, Batman's death is like a 2-page spread, and it's number 6 of 7 in Final Crisis. It's like a side note. And I was upset that there wasn't enough, like it was all this craziness going on in Final Crisis. Oh, by the way, Batman gets shot by one of those crazy bullets that he didn't think would come back and hit him again. And then that's it. And I'm like, you know, if you're really going to have a death.
I have a feeling they're
I
going
would
to follow
pay you
up.
good money to do a comic called Crazy Bullets.
It was the movie Wanted.
I'll take that. I'll put my
Crazy
thumb
Bullets
on
is
it.
the subtitle of Wanted.
Well,
Yeah.
$3 for me, I'm using it too.
Yeah, you got to curve those bullets. Would you say pick this up?
Yeah, I like this issue. I think it was a good read.
I did too, actually.
Yeah. What did you like about it then? What do you think?
Well, I
is
like
working
it.
about the series?
I like it because he's clearly building. Grant's clearly building towards something. I'm a huge Grant Morrison fan, and I like it. I have to admit because I was a huge fan of Seven Soldiers, and in many ways, Final Crisis is a sequel to Seven Soldiers.
Yeah.
And I like him using Frankenstein and Shiloh Norman and all the characters from Seven Soldiers.
Yeah.
And he does a great Superman. The Superman is being used really well.
Yeah.